we are live. Welcome back to another episode of Two Peas on a Pod. We're your hosts, Tufi and
Omi. Welcome back, everybody. How are you?
Hey, we're doing great, man.
Yeah, we're doing good.
We started our placement.
Yes, you started placement. How is it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun being a teacher. I get it now.
Yeah,
I get what it's like.
I shouldn't ask where you place, but
well, it's an all-girls school.
that's why it's fun, huh?
Can I just say, first day of placement was awesome because I wanted to make friends with all the other pre-service teachers.
Well, how many of you are there?
26.
What?
In one school.
It's because of the backlog from last year.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
We're all playing catch-up, so there's a mix of first years, third years and whatnot. And I'm introducing myself. We're doing the little icebreakers, and this girl comes up and she goes, "I know you." I was like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Two Peas on a Pod." I was like, "No way. You watched the show?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like,
Just
big
give her
fan.
a shout out, man.
Yeah, so shout out to you, Merve, if you're watching this. Thanks for being a pre-service teacher.
Isn't it like a battle of the Hunger Games on which pre-service teacher is going to be the best? Because a lot of them actually get jobs out of this. I don't know if pre-service teachers, you get your jobs mainly from places that you've done your placements at.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know. So,
I don't know if I still want to continue with an all-girls school.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's a bit of drama there, but it's all right. We'll see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Oh, yeah, awesome. So tell everybody what today's special episode is going to be about.
Today we have a special guest with us, We've got one of our own, she was from the hood, the streets of 3054. Is that the code for Broadmeadows?
Yeah.
I don't know what the postcode
Are you saying my postcode?
You know what I mean. Yeah, that's not where she's... No, you'll be right.
That's not where I'm from.
That is probably the worst intro you could have introduced me. How about, hey, we've got the one and only Mona Khalifa here.
I want to say the one and only.
Because we couldn't get Mia Khalifa, so we had to get Mona Khalifa in.
Next best...
I knew that joke.
That joke was 100%. If the fans are thinking it, you best believe I'm going to say it. So, Mona, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell the people who you are for those of the people that don't know you.
Hi, guys.
What was that whisper?
I keep thinking I was yelling. But anyways, my
Yell
name
away.
is Mona Khalifa. Well, I'm a content creator on Instagram. Got a bit of Twitter going on, inshallah soon YouTube and all of that. So yeah, I basically work in fashion, beauty, and travel, lifestyle, all of that good stuff.
All right, tell the people how many followers you have.
Okay, Tofi, I don't really sit there and count them like you do.
Yeah. No,
So-
they need to know because if they're thinking,
if
I've
they
never
don't know,
If you
I'll
check
check
Mona
it.
Khalifa XO,
XO.
we'll
I
tag
love
her
how she
profile.
gives her tag right there.
We'll tag her
Check it out.
profile
little
below.
plug.
Yeah. How many followers we got?
I don't know.
And I know it's over 100K.
120K?
Mm.
Roughly?
No, more than that.
Well, that's
I don't know, but I know it's more than
I know
that.
it's more
I
than
know it's more than that.
that. So that kind of
Also-
technically makes you an influencer,
Yeah.
more or less.
I don't really
right?
like that term, but
Thank you. Now, we're going to ask you a few questions. Right? Why do people hate the term influencer?
because of you.
Thanks.
People like you.
Yeah, people like you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got such a bad
Stigma around it?
yeah,
Yeah.
so many stereotypes, and it's just generally, I think it's overused as well. Everyone's called an influencer if they have 1,000 followers or whatever.
Hey,
So
we're
it kinda-
influencers.
Yeah,
I'm an influencer.
basically, technically
Hey, me
you are.
too.
Yeah, we did.
Technically, you are.
And yet, our 2 P's on a page still don't.
Don't worry about that. It's about personal clout right
We
now.
got about
I'm an
500 followers to go.
Yeah.
But on 2Ps, you guys get a lot of interaction.
We do. Yeah.
So that kind of works out better than people that have big accounts with less engagement.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
Yeah.
We do get a lot of messages.
we
but
do. I think we're connected with the fans. Like, even though they're 500, but they're 500 loyal
Well,
fans.
it's
That
weird
weighs heavily.
because the Spotify numbers that we have is double the Instagram followers. I think we're just reaching to cloud that might not even have social media. I know a lot of the people that listen to it don't really do social media.
And also, we still just started that page. Yeah. It's still coming in. Now, Mona, what kind of content creator are you?
So fashion, beauty, a bit of lifestyle, travel, just all around, more into my personality as well. And all of
Yeah.
that.
Let me phrase that a little bit better. Why do you have 150,000 people that
you
are
seen my
interested
face?
in your
Well,
life?
have you seen me,
Guys,
brother?
guys,
Have you
guys.
seen
I
me?
only have to say this because Homer's here.
I'm going to roast the crap out of it. go
So I
say
have
it.
to say, have you seen my face? No.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really want to do it at the start, but it just started growing. Like I had my Instagram for a while, but then me and Maro were traveling, me and my sister were traveling in 2016, and I would literally Snapchatted, vlogged every single thing. I was on steroids at that time.
Confirm.
I showed everything, right? And people really liked it. Even my Snapchat got like hella views. I used to get, at that time it was rare, it was like 60,000 views for my Snap. And then from there it just like kept on growing and I just fell into it.
Wow. So people just found you and you just somehow started trending.
Basically.
Brilliant.
If I hear that,
First of all,
you know
that's a
what?
shit.
We're gonna
Alright, now
start
let's
something right.
just give some people some backstory because they don't understand what's going on over here.
Guys.
Oma and Mona are friends.
Yes,
Okay,
we're
they
great
go way
friends.
back. Okay, so they like a little bit of banter. They like to roast each other. All right. You have to understand there's an audience that doesn't know anything about
yes,
you two. Yeah?
Yes. So we are good friends. We met at a uni together.
Yeah, tell them a
when
little
she was
backstory.
aspiring to be, I don't even know,
Oh.
HR. What were you doing?
Hey, Ja.
To be honest, I never
was
saw her
studying
study. So I
Bachelor.
never.
He's not lying.
Yeah, no, what were you doing?
I was studying Bachelor of Arts and I was doing legal studies and politics, so nothing.
Yeah, so nothing. Bachelor of Arts. There we go. That answers your questions altogether. But we saw her, obviously, and then I don't know why. I don't know how we became friends, but we became friends, you know. Good friendship blossomed from there. And then I made the mistake of traveling with her a little bit. That was an experience. All I can say is to guys out there, whoever like feel, you know how you see the big people on Instagram who have so many followers and you're like, wow, what I would do to like marry one of them or get with one of them. Bro, don't do it. Don't do it, bro.
I don't think anyone ever thinks that.
What
man.
do you mean? You know how you see like a girl and she's got all these followers and like, wow, what a lifestyle
I think
they're
they
living.
just see the girl, honestly. I don't
Yeah,
think
but you
they
know what
really
I mean.
see- But here's the thing: we talked about this in the previous episode. The more followers they have, the more of a headache they are.
Oh yeah,
No
whenever
offense,
you,
Mona.
nah,
We'll get to you in just a
To
second.
be honest, we had so many arguments about this as well, personally, with her whole dynamics of followers, to say the least. Anyways, I remember when we were traveling in London, we went to watch an Arsenal Liverpool game. I still remember a day after, we were just like randomly going, where were we? We went somewhere, and she like uploaded a story on Instagram, or I think it was on Snapchat, and bro, like her phone exploded like this. If you guys wait like 5-10, well, the first question is, hey, who's that guy? And then when she's like, oh, you know, he's a mate. I'm like, if you guys wait like 10 minutes, I can be there to meet you all. I looked at her, I'm like, I'm not gonna wait 10 minutes to meet random fans of yours here in London, for God's sake.
Wow, wait. Let's. All right, you're jumping up ahead here.
Oh, I'm so
you
sorry.
have fans that.
Oh,
So
On
let
the
me get
other
this
side
straight.
of the
Yeah.
world.
So let me get this straight. You upload a photo and people are willing to go out of their way to go meet up with you.
I was actually saved by one of my fans in Norway. This creep was following me like literally all the way down the street. I was like, it's just literally downtown in Oslo. And then I was putting up posts on my Snapchat. I was like, listen, if anyone's out, because I knew my family was sleeping. Some guy just came and rescued me.
Wow.
One of my fans. Yeah.
Wow.
Followers.
How
Oh,
much?
look at
Don't
fans,
you
look at
making
the
me say
fans.
that? No.
Look at my fans, man.
No.
Okay, so how many of them, all right, are actually like girls, and how many of them are guys?
So,
Let's
Because we went
jump
into
into
statistics.
let's jump
guys,
into
don't
the
even get me
analytics.
started because let me check the insights for you guys.
Okay, before she checks the insights, let me give you the backstory.
Before she checks the insight, we're gonna give a shout out to our sponsors this week.
Oh, of course.
Yes, so the iLab. It's got to sponsor them out. Come
Yeah,
on.
of course. And
Tell them what happened to them. A tragic thing actually happened to the
I
clinic.
feel for the iLab. So obviously, for those of you who are from here in Melbourne, we had some flash floods happen a few days ago. And you know, shout out to poor old Victor and the team at the iLab. They got flooded for I think the fourth time in 3 years.
Fourth time. It's been a bit of a mission.
Yes. Some say the Arabs is doing it for the insurance claims, but apparently it's not. I think after the third time, people realize that it's not by choice
this
anymore.
is actually legit.
Yeah.
Also, another big shout out to Mr. Sparkles.
Yeah, man. What the hell?
He's amazing. He basically, one of our friends started a small business of car detailing. He goes around to your house, comes up with any luxury car, even if you've got a Prius, he'll detail it, and his prices were amazing. He did a great job. It's actually a full mirror finish, and the car's still clean.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone care so much about my car other than me.
Clearly, you don't care about your car.
He
that
cared
like,
about
if you
it.
saw the before and after photos, you can tell that he doesn't care about the car.
I do. I've just been busy, man. Come on.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, tell us the analytics. Let's go.
Okay, so it's kind of like the opposite. So on Insta, it's 60% women and 62.4, and then 37.6% men.
Wow.
Right? But then on Snapchat, weirdly, it's 33.9% women and then 66.1% men.
Now, why? Why do you think?
I hate it when it gets like.
Why do you think
you brought this on yourself, man.
men are more prone to view you more on Instagram? Oh, on
No,
Snapchat,
Snapchat.
sorry.
I don't know.
Do you want to tell her?
What's the difference between
No,
my
come
content?
on, let's be honest.
There
let's
is
be honest.
absolutely no difference
You-
between the content. But you know what it is? I think it's easier for the men to hide from their significant partners as well if they're following a girl online and on Snapchat. If I had a thing partner, right, for me, I'd be like, she can see who I'm following online.
She can see
The
you
thing-
following on Snapchat.
Mm.
On
You-
my,
are they
on my
gonna really gonna
Snapchat,
go?
they can't really, because it's on the subscription.
Yeah, I know, it's on the subscription.
It's
Your one is just like
different.
general You know what I hated? I actually went on Snapchat and, you know.
Wait, what?
You know her, like, 'cause she's a star on
Yeah.
Snapchat. So, you know when you go into, like, the discovery page and it has, like, people's stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, her one's on my regular stories. Her one's on that bottom thread where it's
Right.
like, you know,
and do
feed-
people have to pay for that?
No, it just comes up like a...
You just said subscription.
Yeah, you used
Yeah,
to
yeah.
subscribe. But, like, you know, sometimes...
Oh, but
it's
you
like-
don't add her as a friend.
You don't have to.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
You
just...
can, if I have you back, I can message you and you can message me.
Yeah.
The rest of it just comes up as comments.
So do you get any pictures from guys?
No,
On
they
Snapchat?
can't.
They can't
They
mess-
can't.
until you
just
add them back.
message
Yeah.
me, and I've got like comments section.
Right. Okay, that's interesting.
Man.
All right.
What a
so,
world.
so you said you started off by what? Just randomly vlogging your life.
Literally,
Okay, you didn't start off with a small business. You didn't have anything going for you.
no.
You just started just what
You
video.
became a makeup artist, didn't you?
Yeah, but I literally never ever put it on there.
Oh,
It
the
was
whole
just more of
makeup
like
artist.
me, my
Yeah,
personality.
I don't think I've seen a personal photo of the makeup artist stuff on there as well. Because you
Yeah,
are a
I
makeup
used
artist,
to.
right?
I used to back in the day, but then because I started makeup, like I think a year after that or whatever. But yeah, I just mostly just did just me basically, rather than everyone else.
Well, the reason why we wanted to bring you on board today is we wanted to put a stop to the stigma behind influencer.
You wanted to put a stop?
Yeah,
I
I know. I
you were,
created.
like, at the
no, I know.
forefront.
I'm the
He's
one
like
who
the
creates it.
cheerleader.
Yeah, the guy behind the whole movement it wants to stop the movement.
But I do it out of sarcastic pain and laughter. Alright? Whereas I really wanted to want to know what your day-to-day life is. Like, do you feel like you're pressured to create content every day? Is
Pretty
it?
much.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's a job.
I know it's a job, but here's the thing: like, how interesting can your life be that every day you have to make it an adventure?
She sees this guy a few times a week. That's how interesting it gets. That's where the content comes from, man.
I really doubt that at
Wow.
all. Yeah.
Wow.
I doubt because she blew up before you even came along.
No, she
No.
blew up after we became friends.
Literally.
I see direct correlation.
Yeah.
I don't know about you all, but I see a direct correlation.
How about this, Adam? Can you put a before picture of Omar when he knew her for the first time?
Yeah,
Let's
no.
see if people would have
yeah.
wanted to subscribe to that thing.
Look, you're the late glow up people, man. Let it be.
I was not putting him on my snap back
Yeah,
then.
exactly right. Exactly right. Don't take it to heart. It is what it is.
Bro, I'm taking it to heart.
Now,
Don't touch me.
now, hold on, Mona, because this is interesting. We want to know: at what point, for example, because you said you have a manager,
Yes.
right? So a manager must have seeked you out.
Oh, it was actually thanks. I used to have management back in since 2000, and I think it was 17. They were based in Sydney, and then I parted ways with them. And then some beautiful girl, shout out to Elif, Turkish girl. Look at him. Look how proud he is.
My guys, my peoples.
Yeah, she just randomly saw me because we go to like the same restaurants and stuff. But yeah, and then she just plugged me into them. She's like, "Hey guys, you have to sign her, otherwise they would have never seen me." They're
Wow.
a completely different ball game. Basically.
Now, at that point, how many followers did you have?
Probably 120, 150. I can't remember around then.
120,
Yeah,
120,000?
So like probably 30K followers.
How
ago.
many do I need for them to sign me? That's the real question.
It depends. Do you want to be a model or are you talent?
I
Because
gotta get
apparently
permission
I'm
from my mum
considered
first.
as talent.
A talent?
Yeah.
What exactly
I
are you
have-
talent?
no.
Are you like Joey Tribbiani where you put all these talents that you actually can't do on your resume? Yeah, we go, my guy.
Did he just quote Friends?
Yeah, I did quote Friends.
just
How do you
quoted
feel?
Friends.
How do you
Well
feel?
done.
Yeah, give me a soundboard. You know how I quoted Friends? You know when you like sit at home sometimes you got nothing to watch and you just go on Netflix and the first thing you find just like click that button.
Yeah.
My younger brother was on my account watching Netflix Friends, so I just clicked it from there. And it happened to be the episode where
Well done.
Do you
Your
know
younger
they
brother
said
does
that
have
Friends
better
is the
I
talent.
hate
funniest
Friends.
show?
It's
the
disgusting.
unfunniest show.
Yeah,
ever.
it's unfunny, right?
Yeah.
My guy.
My G.
Wait, what's the funny? If you say Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I swear to God, we're gonna have problems.
No, Fresh Prince I can relate to, but the funniest.
Yeah,
it's
what's
probably
happening
got,
right now?
It's got to be like the like old school ones, like My Wife and Kids and stuff. I feel like that was freaking hilarious.
My Wife and Kids is fantastic.
It's not the funniest, but from Netflix.
Have you seen Love and
Just
Marriage?
choose My Wife and Kids over Friends.
Friends
I choose
is
anything over
unfunny.
Friends.
Like I love it just for like vibes, but it's unfunny. I'm not gonna go on Netflix and just choose Friends for what.
So are you ever going to get a real job or
I thought you were trying to eradicate.
100%?
Yeah.
But do you have
Be
a
happy
real
with
job?
So I am a makeup artist as well.
Oh, brilliant.
When
yeah.
I feel like it. But yeah, I like content creating quite a lot. So I'm trying to push that more.
Now, so if I was to tell you, okay, you've got a fan base. We've got a fan base right now, okay? What's going to convince them to go check out your content?
They're gonna see my face. No, I'm joking. Let me
No,
not
say it louder.
Hey,
Say it louder
listen,
for the people
I'm
in the
just
back.
around my friends. So
Say
I'm
that. Be comfortable. Be comfortable. That's fine. Like we're having a regular coffee over shisha. What would you say over shisha? She would say my face. She would say my beautiful face. What do you mean? Have you seen this face?
Basically, I am, if I'm not mistaken, the only black Muslim hijabi on. Don't.
I didn't say anything. I'm full listening.
I'm
I
full
already know what I was going to
attentiveness.
say. Wait, is today the second? Oh, yesterday was World Hijab Day.
I was actually, you ruined it. We were going to give a World Hijab Day
sorry.
shout out. Yeah,
Sorry.
you ruined it. Well, I was. I saw her post on the way.
like,
I'm
we
like,
were?
ooh, yeah.
But yeah, in Australia, basically. So I feel like we've got to, just broaden our horizons, just check out different things, basically, because there's a lot of, ethnically ambiguous looking.
No, I get that. Don't get me wrong. But again, what is it about your content? So, for
What is it
example,
about my content?
What a
Yeah.
political answer.
you know what I mean? I want to know what is it about your content that makes it interesting for people to see?
Because
It's about Liverpool.
It's about
It's
Liverpool.
about Liverpool and all that good
That's-
stuff. You know what? It's
Focus over here, man.
for me, I think it's not just, fashion, beauty or whatever. You'll always get like my point of view. I speak a lot about, politics, things that are trending, and a lot of my personality will come through. So I'm not one to hold back or whatever. So you're not gonna get like regular just pretty pictures or whatever. Like you're gonna get like a whole lot more.
Okay.
But I'm not here to sell myself.
Yeah, no, it's not about that. It's
Sell
about
away.
it's about for safer because we've got most of our audience are females, all right, and we know it's trending
wonder
now
why.
to be an influencer.
I wonder why.
Yeah,
I wonder
'cause
why.
why
Look at our
not?
faces.
How
Are you
the
serious?
tables
What's so
have
beautiful?
turned.
Yeah. And obviously because we watch Friends, that's why.
That's definitely not why.
That's definitely
But
not
you know,
the reason.
But that's the trending thing these days. Every girl wants to start an Instagram. Every girl wants to be a promoter, whether it's a gym ambassador.
Bruh.
You want to be a promoter?
I want to be an Instagram hoe.
We didn't say ho.
Okay.
Nobody said ho yet,
No,
okay?
I'm on my
I
own
was gonna
category.
specifically tell you,
I'm on
do
my own
not
category.
say this.
No, this is for me. This is for me. This is
Oh,
my
my
personal
days.
choice. Because have you seen like I'm not gonna lie. I did some fact checks yesterday to see how much some of these people are making out there. There's a couple that travels around the world, like a Scandinavian people.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
Scandinavian people.
I mean, sorry, like a Scandinavian couple. Sorry, apologies. And they just travel around, and what they do is like they have all these things with hotels and resorts, and they get to stay for free, and then they just take photos and videos and vlogs, and bro, they are making in a year $2.5 million. And they get free accommodation, free travel, all the good stuff.
So you're saying I
Honestly-
have to be Scandinavian in order to get this deal?
But they are good-looking people. It helps.
Ouch.
I don't know if they want like a guy from Misr, from Masari, from Egypt to be doing this, but
Why not? If Mo Salah can do it, we can do it. Ain't that right, Liverpool
Mo
supporter?
Salah.
All right, so So do you reckon? Okay, so why do you think that is? But why do you think influencers get paid so much? Is it a way of marketing?
Definitely marketing.
Yeah.
People really buy into when you go online, you want to see someone that's tried something, or like, for example, if I go online, I try to see people like black influencers like me, whether they be hijabi or not, and I want to know, like, for example, if I want a nude lip or whatever, oh, they've done this before, okay, I can do this, it's recommended. Or if they visit somewhere, like I especially check out all the travel bloggers. Honestly, I wish I was more of a travel blogger, because that lifestyle is
That's the lifestyle we want.
listen, yeah,
They've got the good life, man.
They do.
How beautiful is that?
They do. COVID
Honestly.
hit them hard.
Oh, yeah, no, they've been doing it hard right now.
They're like, well, is this what it feels to be everybody else?
literally.
We're going nowhere this year. All right. Well, look, I've prepared a couple of questions today for you.
Oh, wow.
I actually
This is the first time we've come scripted.
I know. I had a free
Lipstick.
period today, so it was brilliant.
Fell down next to Tuffy.
Awesome. I'm glad that that's live. Yeah. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, you ready for this? All right. We've pretty much asked you all of these. All right. If I was to ask you, how much do you charge per sponsored post? Are you allowed to say?
No.
You're not allowed to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I
really
guess
thought
it
you were going to
cost
get
that-
inside
All right.
goss.
How about this? Have you ever advertised a product that you didn't necessarily believe in, but you did it anyways?
No.
Oh.
No
Ha-ha.
chance. No chance. One,
Okay.
I cannot lie to save my life, honestly.
Is it a
You
lie
will
or is it
see
just a photo?
Yeah, a photo, but then usually you'd have to do the story, whatever. I can't lie. Like, you have to sit there and also think, like, what if, like, my sisters want it? Whatever. What am I going to tell them? Oh, no, it's not good for you, but it's good for everyone else. Like, the money's not worth it. In the long run, you want your viewers to actually trust you and trust your opinion. So if you're giving them BS, then they're never going to trust your next one. So your engagement's going to go lower. Then brands are more likely not to even like work with you, because nothing's working, basically. If you just get any kind of deal that you don't believe in, or that doesn't work for you, because it's going to show. And the viewers aren't dumb. They
Yeah.
can literally sense it every single time.
Okay. All right. This brings me to my next question.
Don't
you
look
ever
at
had-
me
What's
like
that?
this.
Yeah, what's the creepy eyes, man?
Have you ever
He's
had-
like, you're answering it
You
too
like-
well.
you know
what I mean?
He's
Like,
You
he's
know
like,
what
I'm
you
trying to
are?
catch
You're
you
like that
out.
creepy
I'm
Arab
just trying
guy
to
at the
catch her
shisha
on a
place
lie.
that just sits
You
in the
can't
corner
catch
and
me
like
in
he
a lie.
just stares at people that walk past. What do you give that eyes for?
Cuz, I don't believe it.
What do you mean you don't? I've been screaming this the whole
Yeah.
time. Even Omar can
Like,
vouch for
I
me.
can vouch for her.
Yeah.
She sucks at lying.
Alright, how about this? Right? Have there ever been two products that are similar or like competitors?
Yes. So
Aha.
with brands, sometimes you have like for example, they're like, oh, if you worked with so and so, you can't work with these brands for another 3 months or whatever, because that's just the ad duration or whatever. So you try to like keep them a bit separate. But I work in makeup and fashion, so you're gonna get brands that are very similar or whatever, because they go with trends. So it's literally no harm done. Like, everyone knows, okay, there's 1,000 different lip glosses or whatever.
What's the
You're
biggest
still
brand
gonna
you've done?
You can't even say,
Surely you can
brother.
say.
Biggest, it depends. There are different sections. So for fashion,
Let's start off with the top one, fashion, and then we'll make our way down to makeup.
Making my way downtown. Yeah, sorry.
fashion. What's the biggest makeup?
He calls me the
fashion?
creepy guy.
Yeah.
All he does is
Yeah.
caress this plant.
Yeah, no, it just helps with like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know. I've worked with like Uniqlo. I've worked with.
Oh yeah, I can get behind Uniqlo.
Isn't it Uniqlo?
Nah, it's
thought
Uniqlo.
because I'm Australian.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you're Australian. You know what? No, she said that. She said that. You know, I have a personal question,
So it
Manda
is
Khalifa.
Uniqlo.
Where are you?
You
was
can
gonna
ask me
say.
personal questions after.
Okay, ask. So, no, it's Uniqlo.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've been calling it Uniqlo this whole time.
I think it's Uniqlo. As
It
well.
is Uniqlo,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what
The website says Uniqlo.
But I say Uniqlo.
Anyways, next
Tomato-
brand.
tomatoes,
What else
potatoes.
we got? What else you got?
I can't. Okay, so I work with also one of the biggest modest retailer like online. It's a Turkish brand, Modernisa.
Modern Nisa.
Yeah. I've worked with some really amazing Aussie brands like Camilla, and they're in like Maya, I believe. I've worked with Boohoo, which is just,
I know boohoo.
Yeah, everyone
We
knows
work for
boohoo.
times. We know this
I know
stuff.
some of these words.
Yeah, I know some of
Some
them.
All
of
that.
these
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Top of my head. And I've also, this is not fashion, but this is more like what I love. I've worked with like Amnesty International as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is just like top of my head. I didn't do any research.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this
so I didn't
at
do
all.
research.
That's okay. You didn't have to. You didn't have to. That's the
Let
best
me
part
ask a
about this.
question.
All right. You
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
You
let
go.
me
What do you
know.
got?
You put me on the spot there.
What do you
What's the struggles like? I guess because, like you said, you're probably the only hijabi African, influencer.
Yeah.
In
You're allowed to say
Australia.
black.
Okay, I got the card to say black. Black. So, like, has there been any personal struggles? Have you heard? You know what? Especially the Muslim aspect. Have you had a lot of people give you like backlash? Because how some people are like, it's not. They frown upon the whole idea of, the Muslim women, especially being so open, out there, proactive. For them, they don't see that as a good thing. If that makes sense.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I can see where you're coming
Thank you.
from.
I think, yeah, that's been following me since I started. Like,
Okay, I wasn't
You know-
expecting that answer.
It's really.
you know, the Muslim community. Like,
Oh, we
it's
know
like
the Muslim community.
the moment there's a hijab involved, like it's also without the hijab, there's always going to be like that kind of chatter.
The second they hear Muslim,
But
yeah.
the second that you're, very apparently Muslim, it's just another level. Like we call them the haram police online.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
prominent, bro. They're everywhere.
They're always ready. They see a scarf girl and they just want to jump on it.
Bro, they follow you just to like
Literally.
haze you. And I'm guessing you get a lot of them actually message you like, sister, this isn't the right way to be doing stuff.
Do you know what I do? I just restrict them so then they think that everyone else is looking at their comments, but I can only see it and laugh.
Oh, on the comment section.
Yeah, comment section.
Oh, I love looking at Mona's comment section sometimes. Well, it's a good laugh. You get a good kick out of
You
it.
do.
Yeah, because you
She
I
see
gets
what
see
you
you
can see
tag
the
ones
him.
too.
I see you tag
yeah,
him.
yeah, because you can see the demographic of people from around the world in some of it. Like, where did this guy even find her online?
You can tell. Yeah, but I always see more guy comments than girl comments.
I don't think the girls bother commenting.
No, I
Yeah,
think there's
no.
a lot of girl comments.
Really?
Yeah. I have a very strong female.
On Instagram.
Yeah, on the ground.
Not on Snapchat.
Yeah, but you haven't
can't
seen
even
my-
message her on Snapchat.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
they can. There's a comment section.
Oh,
There's a comment
there's a comment
section?
section on Snapchat.
Oh, for me.
That's brilliant.
For her, yeah. For us mere peasants, we don't have the comment section.
So how engaged are you with the audience? Do you reply back to comments, or is it just too many to keep track of?
yeah, are we having a meet and greet?
Yeah, comment section.
Oh my God, there's a comment
Oh,
section.
there is a comment section.
Yeah, no, I actually like to reply to my DMs because a lot of it is just questions on like, not more so like if I'm wearing something, it's tagged like it's going to be my page or whatever. But a lot of girls ask me for advice. A lot of black girls do come and try to ask me questions and stuff. So I'm always here as what I like to say, big sis. And just to answer their questions or just even have a chat. And a lot of girls that are going through, some tough times, like to just have someone to speak to.
Amazing. Which brings me to the next part.
What? The creepy eyes are back
I
there.
swear
I
to
love
God,
that
he
segue.
gets
I think I'm going to
so
edit
excited.
something there, bro.
He hears something
going on.
He hears a trigger word and then he just
So here's what I'm ready for. You ready for this? All right. What's probably the wildest kind of scenario you've ever been involved in? Whether it's someone, hitting on you online, on social media. Like, give me the best story, the biggest goss that came across. I mean, you told us the one where one fan saved your life, basically. We're
I
gonna
think
go
that
with
probably would be the biggest one.
Nah, there's
If
gotta
I
be
had my
something
life
else.
saved by someone, I'd be like, yeah, that's up there.
But like, how much was she
I
really in
blocked him.
danger?
Did you say I blocked him?
Because he tried to ask me out after.
Yeah, I feel like he deserves a day. Bro, what?
Of course.
He's like, well,
How presumptuous
Isn't
of him.
Prince Charming meant to at least get
Yeah,
a
well,
date?
like, he already thought I'm literally a knight in shining armor.
He actually saved me
Save-
right in front of the castle there too.
He's probably like, this could be the most romantic
Like,
How I
Yeah.
Met Your Mother
And
story
he
in
thought
the
this
world.
Was it. This was it. He's
And
nothing.
then,
So you
like,
blocked him. Wow. So you got anything else, or is that it?
Crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Give me something. Give me
give,
something. that-
give the people something.
Yeah,
what
give
was
him
the
some-
question again? Sorry.
Yeah.
He completely.
No, like, what's probably the wildest story you have as an influencer?
The wildest
Yeah.
story.
That you can say on.
That's literally why I looked at him like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
"Oh, well, help."
Like her mahram, bro. I don't have to give you permission to say these things.
I have no like other than that one top of my head now that he said that is the craziest one. But I've had
Come on, there's got to be something.
Like
for legal
Did
reasons.
you? How many times do you get proposed to like a week?
Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go. It's like, there you
But
go.
that's not
But I don't
crazy.
think
That's
that would be
just
considered
regular.
crazy anymore, man.
Yeah.
That's just regular. For the average person, that's crazy.
Oh, I got proposed to in the middle of Burke Street randomly.
Oh, there you go.
Wait,
guy-
was he a follower?
Tell us about that.
Yeah. He literally got on his knees on one knee.
And you didn't record it?
No, I was
That'd have been
scared.
hilarious, man. I would have
I
recorded.
was literally scared. All I was thinking is, I need to leave.
Well, did he just come up to you and just go
Yeah,
down
he
on
said
one knee?
he said my name, and then he got down on one knee, and he had something, but it wasn't like.
Was it a joke? I feel like it was.
I don't. It most likely was a joke, but I was scared. I was like, okay, well, do you expect me to say yes? Like, what do you want me to do?
Man, it's a tough life out there.
It is,
Yeah,
it is.
The
It's
influencer
hard.
life is hard.
It is hard. It's difficult.
What
So-
would you say to the young aspiring influencers out there?
Did you say expiring?
Aspiring.
I swear to God, he said
Did I
expiring.
say expiring?
Or is
Nah,
that
nah,
just
I said
my
aspiring,
trigger?
man. Nah.
Honestly, man, I stopped paying attention a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I'm starved, man. Oh my
We'll get a feed after.
We'll
this,
get a
people.
feed
Yeah,
after.
we'll get a feed. But like,
Back on track.
yeah, young aspiring. You know, because I can say this as a teacher. If I ask half the girls and guys in my class now, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? They wouldn't say, you know, the generic doctor, engineer, like social media influencer. It's the life.
It is the life.
It's the life. So how do I go about it? What's the best
You
way?
get
to do
paid
it?
per post.
So
Life's good.
yeah, but it's not as okay. So I'm very grateful, alhamdulillah, you know, for this, and it's easy, but it's not as easy as people say it is. Like in the grand scheme of things, yes, it's easy. Like I don't have to like get up every single day with like bright and early, have like a kind of like a routine and
Yeah.
all that stuff like you lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have to kind of like motivate myself all the time, you know, to like there were days I remember like all through COVID, I literally could not for the life of me just create content whatsoever because everything was just so glum. But I can already tell you, it's like, how is that so hard?
No. That's what I'm saying. No, I think there's a big.
just to make you got to think about it. You have to be on trend. You have to.
Well, that's what I was
You have to be
saying.
relevant.
I
you have
wasn't-
to be relevant. It's hard being relevant, basically.
Yeah, no, it's different.
No. Like all jokes aside, we definitely like you're a content creator at the end of the day. I'll probably put you subpar as like a YouTuber, for example,
Soon.
that have to keep constantly creating videos, creating ideas, keeping up with the quality of the video production,
Dealing with
dealing
all the comments,
with the comments,
and all that.
and then on top of that, being fearful of what you launch out there because man,
You got a brand. You got
you got a
image,
brand,
da,
so
da, da, da.
people like are ready to just hate on you for anything.
Yes,
you know?
sir.
That's what I was asking you. Main question comes from is, how do you stay so inspired?
Honestly, being like I said, as far as I know, the only black hijabi that's actually like, you know, trying to take this seriously and do it in Australia, and seeing my little cousins actually so excited and they're so happy with what I'm doing, and they always send me messages like, oh, I'm so proud, da da da. That kind of inspires me more than anything. And also just seeing what other black influencers out there are achieving, and it's like, okay, you can do it, I could do it too, and that just keeps me going, basically.
Okay. I'm satisfied with that. That's a good
You're
answer.
satisfied with that
He's
answer, mate. Yeah.
What are things you can do and things you can't do then? Because I imagine
think the anxiety
I
would-
imagine you can't like post just random pictures because if your manager monitors whatever you post,
No, I can.
Oh,
I
you
can
can?
create content. Yeah. I create content as well because I love. Because I love it. Not everything has to be paid. I don't want it to ever get to that point where I'm just posting because it's paid. That's just boring and it's not real. So I always just go, you know, create content. Always get my friends to take photos of me.
Don't we know it? Yeah. How do you think I got this injury?
Oh, stop it.
Versus the carpal tunnel of
I think all of our audience knows how you got that injury. There's no need to hide that anymore.
Anyway, no, that's beside the point.
Are you trying to blame it on me?
No, I'm not trying to blame it on you. All I'm trying to say is if you find a spot that has decent lighting anywhere in the world, you best believe the next 25 minutes is going to be in that spot. I actually want to show you her camera roll because if you scroll of those 100,000 photos, 95,000
That's
of them
what,
are the...
74,000.
Okay, sorry. I'm so
you.
sorry.
Wow.
74,000 photos.
That's a lot of photos.
But that's a lot of But how many of them are identical? No, but how many of them are identical?
Yeah, but Omi, she's a content creator. If there's one little strand of hair
Bro,
that's just out of place,
How do you choose?
the fans will attack.
How do you choose? But how do you even choose from all? Because there is like I've seen her take. Well, I've seen people take of her, and sometimes I've been doing the photos as well. Bro, it's the same photo, like 50 angles. How do you choose which one you want? It's the same photo. It's the same
it's
photo.
Not. That's like when guys think, it's the same nude lipstick. It's the same. It's not.
Is it like
really
a girl's
no
perspective kind
there
of thought? But she has
male
been doing this for a
influencers
while.
Yeah.
Right.
So I know what would work out there, and I know what's going to look good basically on my page and what suits my page.
So what kind of apps do you use to edit your photos?
Yeah, that's too.
I use is it Visco?
You're asking the wrong guy, right?
Is it called Visco?
Visco,
Yeah. Afterlight. I mean, because my camera actually takes really good photos. Just my
And,
general.
and is that an iPhone or an Android?
Team iPhone.
Team iPhone.
Obviously.
Thank you.
You know
Thank
what?
you.
I'm
Spoken by an
not-
influencer, yeah?
I'm
Yeah,
not,
that's
you know,
it.
All right, we're gonna play this game, are we? Are we playing this game?
Oh,
We're
we're
playing this
playing
game.
this
If I could never ever be an influencer with
With an
that,
Android.
with his phone.
Have you ever seen an Android influencer? They just don't
They'll be-
exist.
It's like taking a
Straight
photo
up.
with a brick. It doesn't work.
Bro, this brick is gonna come across both your foreheads in a moment. Yeah, turn that off. Look at this.
Yay! I got
Love
it.
it. You got a bit of an applause. All right, how about this? Tell us a little bit about your childhood, because you're just an average Joe, right?
Woof,
Let's
that
do it.
went-
Let's do it. Let's get a little bit deeper, man.
Let's
Let's get a little bit deeper. Let's see what we got.
So I was born in Sudan.
Okay.
Did you even know this?
I like how she didn't look over here because I've heard the story 1,000
Yeah.
times. Yeah, keep going.
So I came here
Why do you
when
think
I
I'm
was-
asking?
I came here when I was like 4, I believe.
Oh, it's an import.
Yeah, fob. You
Nice.
too. No,
yeah,
you talk, you're
I'm a
both
proud
fobs.
fob. I honestly,
He's a
I'm
fob
so
too,
proud.
Don't worry. Don't act like
Yeah.
it.
I'm getting there. Just wait till the punchline.
I'm proud of so I'm Eritrean. Obviously, I didn't even say it today. I'm Eritrean. But I was born in Sudan, so I'm very proud of that. Sudan, although I haven't been back, it's like a home for me, basically. And
You've never been back at all.
No, I haven't.
How many homes do you have, Mona?
Listen.
No.
listen.
This is
Let her finish
My
your story.
heart
Hold
belongs
on.
in a lot of places.
Hold on. Well, we'll find out why. Remember, you're asking her questions
No,
that
but
only
see,
you
this
as
is
a
why
friend.
I'm
Yeah, no,
confused.
we're gonna-
No, but this is why I'm confused. Like, I'm a black, like Eritrean, born in Sudan, but lived in Australia. I have it's all over the place.
What about London? Where does that fit in?
yeah. No, that's why.
London
Yeah,
is one of the best cities ever. Like, it's just for vibe. Omar, you
I
got
want
it
you
also
to
with
rest of
me.
this podcast in your stupid fake British accent.
Honestly, because I'm around Australians right now, my Aussie accent's like coming out,
But when we go out and we're still around Australians, for some reason the British accent comes out.
yeah. You don't know.
Why don't you tell the
That's
people
great.
about the time you nearly got abducted when you were like 10 years old?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
I nearly got abducted.
Yeah, you did. The
What?
ice cream truck. Come on, you know the ice cream truck story. You were about 10 years old.
I think you what? I don't know.
I don't, this, tell me.
What do you mean?
Tell me when I nearly got abducted.
It's been repressed in America. I haven't heard this story either.
What? How do you not know about this, Omi? She was like 10 years old. She was playing with her little sister, or they were playing with both her sisters outside. And there was like a home ice cream truck. Pulled up, they went, and there were like these two guys, and then they came up to them, and they're like, "Oh, you guys want to see more flavors inside?"
Bro, where'd you hear this
And
story
then-
from?
I'm honestly.
Yeah, where did you hear this story from?
Her sister told me. Hibba,
Was she talking about me or my other sister?
you.
Was she talking about me?
Yeah.
Bro, there's
Oh, it's
five-
definitely repressed. Honestly, you're telling me about myself.
Well, I'll be sure. I was like, to give me a good story so I can interview Mona. with
Oh,
it,
and Hibba
she
gave you
was
that one.
absolutely.
Wait, did I save her? or
You
something?
did, yeah. That's
Oh, okay,
that
I
was
saved
the
it.
whole the whole point.
It's definitely
is,
repressed.
is
Maybe
you-
that's why I'm so protective of her. With
Yeah.
her.
I don't know
I have no
anymore.
idea.
Apparently, the story is you caught on pretty early and you told them to run.
Honestly, I do. It's
Wow.
definitely repressed.
It's
You
just a
just
day in
told
the
me
life of
something
Mona
about
Khalifa.
myself.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
I
the
gave
day
her
in
a
the
memory
life.
she forgot she had.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, probably it's repressed for a reason.
Yeah.
So.
It does
You
make
bring
sense.
up dark stuff now.
Mind
man.
you, I asked her like for a happy memory. I don't know why she's like, this is all I can
It's like I
remember.
have no happy moments.
You know what? How is it for the siblings? Like, how do they cope with the whole clout type of thing?
Honestly, if you would have seen the family group chat, my brother, oh my days. First of all, he's got all these like girls messaging him. He's married, yeah, that message him. They're like, oh, tell him one of this, da da da. And then so he sends me the screenshots and he sends me a picture of a fan. He's like, tell your fan. He's got such dad jokes, but you know him, right? So that he hates it, honestly. Even my sisters, like, if they get, someone's like, oh my God, Mona Khalifa sister, whatever. Oh my God, Yasmin was at the pools.
Yes,
what's it called?
Yes.
I told you this story. My little sister, she's 8 years old, right? And then a bunch of girls just run up to her. She was terrified. They're like, yeah, we've seen you on Mona Snap, da da da. She goes, she runs to mom's like, I don't know them. Yeah. But then she came home and she's like, hey, I'm famous.
Wow.
Yeah, she accepted the clout and they just look after her for the
Honestly,
rest of the day.
they looked after her. So shout out to those girls.
It's crazy because you can't imagine it. You can't imagine just going outside and just being recognised by randoms.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not really like that in Melbourne. Like, well, it's growing now and it's really great, but it's more of like UK and stuff where it's a bit crazy, and like Scandinavia.
How did you reach your international audience?
I, at the start, because no one ever thinks I'm from Melbourne, to be honest. They always think I'm either from London.
I wonder why.
Because I'm Khalifa.
Excuse me? Say it again.
Your
Say
what,
it, no, say it again. Yeah. I need to put like subtitles underneath for when she talks like this. Say it.
No. I'm a Scouser. Anyways.
A Scouser?
A Scouser.
Yeah.
What's a Scouser?
The slums
from
of London.
Liverpool.
Ah,
No, it's not
from
from London.
Liverpool?
From Liverpool. Okay, that's so cringe. Let me not do this.
Yeah.
They always think I'm either American because I have like a really huge, mind you, I don't even like America.
Wow. Well, careful.
Sorry,
careful
Ada.
now.
We got that.
What?
Hey, we got him.
Careful for what?
We don't want Otto over there in America coming down.
Hey, listen, he wants to come back to Melbourne.
I don't blame him.
But yeah, it's just recently that people are like, oh, you're actually Australian. Okay. But in Sweden and
Do
Norway,
they say it
it's a
with
bit
disgust
crazy.
like that? Or is it
Yeah, they're like, oh, wow. Okay, you're actually from all the way from down there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. All the way down there. Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I like Australia.
But they thought I was like local or whatever to them.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
That is pretty fair.
But yeah, now Aussie's like rising up, so that's good times.
Like your content
Yeah.
in Australia is rising up.
Alhamdulillah.
That's good. That's good. Do you feel like you'd have the same effect if you weren't black? Like
I
that
think
much of
it
an
would be
impact? Like,
even more impact because it's actually harder for a black hijabi to do anything in Australia. It's fairly new. Like even when I go on like different sets and all that stuff, usually people they just don't know what to do. Like whether it's like with makeup or just like styling or whatever, they just don't understand it because everyone's used to like the mainstream, the Arab girl or like the Anglo, right? So then they really just don't know what to do with it, and it's kind of something new, and they're not really comfortable with it just yet. But I'm here to like just break all of that.
So like, do you have to do your own makeup when you go to some of these places?
Honestly, I wish.
Can you tell them that? Can you be like, yeah, honey,
Honestly,
honey, please.
so many times I'm like, I have my own foundation and concealer or whatever. They're like, take it out, let me do it. Da, 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 da. They bring it out, and then I remember once like this guy got like literally the darkest foundation to have ever existed, and I'm like, listen, it's just not gonna be my tone. And then he's like, no, don't worry, honestly,
We'll make it work.
and the fact that these pictures are going up and it's not my brand, so I can't even like fix it or like try to do anything. It's just up to them. I'm like, oh, you know what? Just put it away. Just whatever. It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll airbrush your face.
Yeah, airbrush.
Yeah.
Airbrush or what?
So, Mona, tell the people out there, what's the difference between being Eritrean and Somali?
Okay, people with common sense would
that's
know.
like me
No,
asking
because do you know
if you're
that
Turkish or Kurdish?
Yeah, but
No,
it's the same
not
thing.
even. Turkish and Kurdish are even closer, right?
Because every
that's like
single person
saying
will be
Turkish
like,
and Syrian.
Whenever we meet someone, the first thing is, Somali.
Oh no,
They look
because
at it straight
I
away to
look
the Somali.
Somali. I look
Straight
Somali.
out, if she didn't just say that she was Eritrean, I was going to say Somali.
Yeah, funny. Like I actually do look Somali to a lot of people, but at the same time, to Eritreans, I look Eritrean, very much Eritrean. So Eritrean was part of Ethiopia. We gained independence like 30 odd years ago, and we don't really have ties with Somalia in that regard, right? There's like Djibouti in the middle of us. We border Djibouti and
Have you
Ethiopia.
visited Eritrea?
Yes, 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago? Yeah, 2010 last time.
Was it as good as you thought it would be?
It was beautiful. I spent like really amazing 3 weeks, you know, with the fam and stuff, clean, fresh air, beautiful beach. Everything was stunning.
Because I was surprised. I went to Egypt. I was like, I'm not going to be
Must
impressed.
be beautiful.
I'm not
And I was
You like
surprised.
Egypt?
No, I loved
Oh,
it.
okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
loved
the
it.
thing.
Ah, you like
But I went in there with low expectations. I think that's what made me love it even more. I go
Wow,
in there with
bro.
high expectations. Dude, it's the most overpopulated country in like one of the
But
most...
I love it. All the zahmat. Oh my, I love it.
You love the crowd?
In Masr, especially. Oh my days.
Let me tell you what they do in Egypt, man. They turn a one-way street, like a one-way that can fit a car. Like they'll have 6 cars coming out of it. One car on top, one guy from the bottom, just beeping.
Tell me why my taxi driver in Egypt, he literally went the wrong way on the freeway. He was dodging the wrong way on the
Yeah,
freeway, literally because he missed a turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's like, I'm not
That's
gonna
all
do it.
good.
He's like,
That's
I'm
fine.
not gonna go.
People
all
are
the
just
way.
gonna... They give them the little 2 beeps.
yeah. But it's more the acknowledgement. Like,
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
So
Yeah,
they've got 6 different types of beeps over there. Just imagine the car horn, but you've got 6 different types. All right, each and every single one of them means a different thing.
Yeah. Are you gonna go through them right now? Or is
I
it-
don't know
I
all
was
of
gonna
them.
say, is he gonna
Yeah.
6?
I know some of them, but put it this way: they don't use indicators. It's 3 beeps. 3 beeps means I'm coming to the
That's
right.
why you don't use indicators when you drive here as well.
Yeah, yeah,
To
yeah.
be honest, I
Apparently
didn't
it's like a
understand that.
GDI thing. That apparently if you own a golf, I remember when I bought my golf
you know why?
GDI, he's like, you're no longer going to use your indicator.
Do you know
like,
why?
What does that even mean?
You know why?
Yeah, I do know why because it's on the wrong
left
side.
side. All right. Usually there's food in my hand. So how am I going to indicate if there's food in my hand?
No, that's fair. That's fair. You make a fair argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cops will understand. Obviously.
Yeah, I want some of this kebab.
Yeah, but- so, man, tell me, where has been your favorite city in the world? I know you're a bit of a traveler. You want to get into the whole blogging type of. Oh, you did blogging when you were traveling. What's been like number 1?
You're gonna be surprised. Vienna.
I'm not surprised at all. I've heard amazing
yeah,
things,
yeah.
but it's expensive as hell, isn't it?
It was, but everything is worth it. Like the views, everything about Vienna is just beautiful. I need to go back there and actually spend like a lot more time.
So why would you not want to live in Vienna permanently but London?
Because London's for the culture. Like, are you mad? I'm trying to be
There we go.
around.
I just want to hear that come out. That's what I'm saying. Are you mad?
Nah, the thing is with London, it's like it's got so many black people. Like down here, all right, we've got, you know, East African stuff, but in London, it's like all the West Africans, the Jamaicans, and all that. They've got like a really strong culture. We don't
So does
really.
America.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
America's scary. I've been to America.
Bro,
it's
London's
scary.
petrifying.
No, America's dirty too. I love London, honestly.
I think
London's
You just
vibes.
said Egypt was awesome.
It was
you think America's dirtier than Egypt.
Okay, no. Egypt is, you know,
It's filthy, but it's
Zibela
beautiful.
Zibela. But at the same time, it's like the people of Egypt are just beautiful people.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Nah,
I got along with.
thanks.
It was stunning.
Yeah, look at it. All right, let's. We'll wrap it up soon. But I just wanted to ask, like, as you know, as you were saying, first Muslim African influencer down here, down under. Like, what's the number one thing you would say to Muslim girls that want to, you know, like, because I feel like in our communities, especially with the boys and the girls, because we've had a lot of backlash when we started this.
We still do.
To be honest, like I was just telling,
Rightfully so.
rightfully so. No, because I think a lot of people don't realize the type of humor that we go for. Obviously, you get it because we've
Yeah.
known each other for a long time, and like we've had this conversation with Mona as well, where she's like, "Yeah, mates of hers have said stuff that we say comes across really wrong," and obviously it's because they don't know. the
Hey,
type
yo,
of-
who's talking smack? Who's talking smack? You telling me, hit me up.
Everybody.
But yeah, so like as I was saying, you know how you're always gonna have people that are gonna be out there. Like we just recently, and I told you about it as well. We had someone message saying, you know, the stuff that we've been saying doesn't come across very appropriate. When we first started off, we had people emailing us, messaging us saying that the stuff that we were saying wasn't very appropriate for our like being Muslim.
But they had a point. That last person to contact us,
Oh, that one was an odd.
that one was uncalled for because this person sent us voice messages. All right, the voice messages said, "Hey."
They don't get into it.
No, I just want to get into it. I just want to get into
just
it.
want to get into
They
it.
just wanted to know. But here's the thing. They just said something about the podcast saying, hey, look, this isn't hate or anything. It's just like feedback. They just felt like what we would say on the podcast wasn't empowering to women. And then she followed up by saying, I don't actually listen to your podcast. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I think she got that information from the reel.
6-second Instagram
From that reel that we posted. But like, that's fair. Like, everyone's obviously entitled to their own opinion.
Which is awesome, but, you know, at the same time, what we want to know is what's your advice to tackling, like, things like that, such as those kind of constructive feedback?
I was going to say for, like, the
for you
girl.
guys?
No, like, for the Muslim females out there. Because obviously, like, what you're doing is something that many Muslim girls can't do. Can't do because their families won't support them as they do it. Or like their community especially won't support them as they do it. You know, you're in the fortunate position, like, I know your father. It's kindest bloke in the world. Like, he is, father of the year.
Okay, my dad is the most amazing man to have ever existed. Like, I love him to death. But I remember I did something for Mud Market, and he was like on one of those posters and billboard. I don't know where they put it, right? And then he's driving along Sydney Road. He sees it. My mom said, this is my mom's recollection, right? She's so dramatic, yeah. She goes, when I went blind. She's like, your father could not drive. We had to pull over. She's like, the world was ending. Like, what is Mona, daughter of da-da-da-da-da, doing on a post or whatever? Because to them, my parents are very conservative Eritrean Muslims. Like, Islam to them is number one, and Eritrean culture is very conservative anyway. So they literally could not understand. My dad's like, can you message him, tell him to take it down? I'm like, this post is all over Melbourne. I'm not going to tell him to take it down.
Yeah, see, I think it would be hard for them to understand. But like, at the same time,
it's a completely different life. But
it is. Like, they came here for a new life for you guys and all that jargon. Same with our parents. Like, our parents won't really understand. Like, even with this podcast, they really won't get it. Because for them, it would be like, huh?
They're like, you're just talking.
Yeah, but of what topics though? Like, the topics that you're talking. Yeah, because the topics that you're talking of is some that, you know, you can't really say it openly in our communities or in our people. It's everywhere in our community, but we can't talk about it. If that makes sense. Yeah, it's like blindly ignore. But unfortunately, that causes the problem to grow even more. Whatever you might want to say. But like, what would you say to the girls that, you know, want to pursue this type of profession? I'm going to call it a profession because it is a profession.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, like, all jokes aside, I give you so much crap for this, but I can't imagine the anxiety I'd have every single time. And like, all right, I got to put something that's going to, you know, be trending, keep me relevant, yada, yada, yada. It'll give me anxiety. I'll feel anxious about it.
We do like one post a week, and we sweat like.
Bro, three of us are there in the group chat like, hey man, hey man.
What are we uploading today? So
you still fumble it.
And we, ouch,
bro.
Ouch. Hey, maybe
we're
give
learning,
us some pro
man.
tips.
Yeah, what app do I download to, you know, airbrush my face? But
you don't need it.
Yeah, I need to get an iPhone apparently.
Yes. What was I going to say?
Yeah, what would you tell the girls out there? Just like,
so basically, if you really want to do it, always like renew your personal intention and all that. Have a chat with your parents. If you know that they're going to be, you know, a bit judgmental, or they won't understand, just have a chat with them. Tell them why you're doing it and all that. At the end of the day, we do need more hijabi influences out there, whether you're African, Arab, or whatever. We just need it out there for everyone else to like just make it normal.
do you feel like, I think for a lot of parents, the biggest fear would be the fact that, especially if they're hijabi, they're going to, like, racism's going to be hitting them really, really hard from the outside world. Do you personally experience that, or do you feel like we've become this whole culture where it's actually been accepted by now?
Accepted. So that probably triggers my anxiety, like, on 100, like, getting all those kind of comments and stuff. So it's never going to be accepted. And you just have to, like, brace yourself for those kind of comments. It's just bound to happen, honestly. And you just got to, water off a duck's back.
But I think this applies for anything that they want to pursue, more than just content creating.
Just keep at it.
Yeah, like just being a hijabi in the community.
Small businesses, if they want to become, like, I know a lot of them want to become musicians, for example.
Yeah.
A lot of them are limited.
You're on your own there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mona has the voice of, like, the creaks on a door. So
stop it.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah,
Stop.
She's got the lowest dial.
I was gonna say you can't airbrush your voice. So.
Honestly,
all jokes aside, she may you may say that about her, but she was on Spotify.
Oh yes, the ad.
Why don't you tell people about the Spotify campaign?
Were you singing on Spotify?
No, they were asking me, like, a series of questions, like random music ones or whatever, and it actually ended up showing in London.
In London?
Yes, sir.
Really?
You showed up on my phone here. From
Yeah.
I was playing it. And it
Hold
just
on
came
a
up as
minute.
the ad. I'm like, I think I know her.
I've actually never seen it as an ad.
Yeah.
I've actually
We've seen it.
It's brilliant. Yeah. You're sitting down. There's a backdrop and everything.
Yeah, it was
I was
really
like,
sick.
shit,
That
I
was
look
the
like
katana.
that. Wait a second. Wait a second. What's
Nah,
going
that
on
was
there?
work with the katana group. Yeah, it was really, really good.
No, that was brilliant. They had the outfit matching the backdrop. I was
yeah.
like, what? I was
No,
like,
it
that's
was sick.
awesome.
It was sick. No, they're really creative boys up there.
Yeah.
It was in Sydney. They flew me out there.
No, it's splendid.
Sick.
And did you get paid for it? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I did.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say I would expect your Spotify.
Yeah,
Tufi, come on, man.
Bro,
we
I
need to
pay
step up the game.
$20 a month for my Spotify membership. You best believe she's
Yeah.
gonna get paid.
It goes straight to Mona's pocket.
And that hurts a little bit, but that hurts a little bit. Nah, but like, you know what? I'm not gonna get back into it. The whole racism topic, I think, is a bit.
Where'd you get racism
No, no,
from?
you
Because
you
we're talking about it. Because
I'm very I'm an advocate.
an advocate of it.
These
So
kind of things.
because obviously,
I'm very
to be honest, I think for us, the men, we don't see it as much, obviously, because us walking down the street, you won't be able to tell what our background is, what our religion is, anything.
Yeah.
But wearing a hijab,
I
like
wouldn't
obviously,
say you guys are ethnically
no, not like ambiguous, but to be honest,
No one's
we
gonna
can
look at us and be like Muslim.
Yeah, like we can blend in. They can look at us like, looks a bit dirty, but we can't tell. Whereas for you guys, obviously wearing a hijab is like wearing a flag saying that, I am a Muslim.
and then being black on top of it.
And being black on top of it, obviously, it just, it adds more fuel to the fire, I'd say. It's like that big, all right, yeah.
You got
So,
three things against me. I'm black, I'm Muslim, and a hijabi, according to them.
According to
According-
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
so like, what's been like the worst type of racism that you've experienced? You kind of have to open like in the whole, if you don't want to explain a story, you don't have to, but like in the whole time that you've been doing this.
Well, there are.
Or it would be like more little micro comments that were being,
Yeah, it's more like microaggressions or like how do I say this? Or like for example, brands that would lighten my photos.
like skin tone
Yeah,
wise,
skin tone wise and all that stuff that actually aggravates my soul. It's like, well, why the hell did you get me? Or being the token black girl. Whatever, like,
Yeah.
and there's so many like comments, microaggressions, and all that stuff. Like, it all just goes part and parcel, like
Okay, so
part
you,
of that
you can
culture.
feel that you're like the token black girl in some things, some campaigns, and
it's like an afterthought to them, and
Yeah.
that pisses me off more. Like, or it would hurt more, basically.
that would, man. That's I guess it's harder. Like,
It's just the industry.
no, like props to you, to be honest. Like, all jokes aside,
This is the only place that he'll ever give me props. So I'm
yeah,
listening.
no, I'm gonna,
Let's
and it's
do
recorded
this.
as well. So, no, I can say props to you because like it is difficult. I can't imagine like if I was a female, like wearing a hijab would be, bro, it'd be daunting. Like, be daunting as hell. Especially because like even just until recently we had all that stuff. The girl that were attacked
In Sydney?
at the not even Sydney, like on the tram lines back down here on in Brunswick and Coburg. Then we had the whole protesters that were coming out in Coburg and all that. I remember those 2 days we couldn't let my mum out of the house because of the whole, because she was a hijabi and
yeah, I
yada
remember.
yada.
Yeah.
Like, it hurts, like obviously seeing it from that end. But we will never personally experience, like see it or feel it ourselves as a male. But as a female, like it's petrifying to a degree because obviously the men aren't around to always protect the females around with that type of stuff. Does that
It's
make sense?
like when someone stares at you, when a Anglo or whatever person stares at you, it's like, are they staring because I'm cute, or are they just
Like
Islamophobic or racist?
So you'll have you don't know the intention.
You don't
man.
know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I
the
actually never
intention.
know.
That's the scary part.
Have you ever had any of them like ask for you to remove the headscarf for a campaign or for anything?
No, thankfully, because it's really how you present yourself. I feel like I tell them from the very start, I'm going to wear my scarf like this, and they kind of tend to like tiptoe, and I like it when they tiptoe. It's like you're being very cautious.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just go around whatever. Like even at a shoot, she was like all the time like, oh my God, can you fix it? And they didn't touch my scarf at all. Like they told me to do it how I wanted to, as comfortable as I can get with it. So alhamdulillah, like none of that.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're very respectful if you're respectful. Like if you are very adamant on your, your ideals and whatever you want, they will actually, follow up.
I just got one last question. That's all.
You look at that juicy one.
Why
I
haven't
don't
you-
like that face that he's making.
It's just my face.
No, I know you're going to ask a stupid question. Go on,
Have
man.
I asked any stupid questions so far?
You know what?
you've
The ice
tried
cream
not
story
to.
for a second threw me off quite a bit from yeah. keep
Yeah,
going.
I was like-
I was gonna
like,
chuck
what
it
is
in
going
there
on?
and then mention
I'm gonna have
bravery.
to have a chat with Hiba today. Like, what happened to
I was
me?
gonna mention some bravery, some confidence. Anyways, YouTube. Why haven't you started it?
So what happened was,
Excuse me, come again. I need subtitles. for this.
Subtitles.
yeah.
you know what happened? What? Okay, you don't are
You
not.
didn't even say it properly.
Yeah, I
It
did.
was more of a mumble than
YouTube. Let's,
YouTube. Okay,
Come on,
so
you got to tell the
I've
people because I
been-
know a lot of people, for example, are probably on the same boat as you. They just don't want to start it. They're too afraid.
So with YouTube, it's a bit of a funny one. I've been asked to do this for like literally 5 years. People have been asking me to do it, and for me, if I'm not motivated to do something, especially because like we spoke about the community, and the videos are just out there, and then it's just it's a bigger platform. I get really, really scared, and also like just the whole. It's a harder job because you gotta take the videos, edit, and all that stuff. I am inshallah planning. I did get a camera last year, and I still haven't done anything with it, but it's just about just tackling. I've got severe anxiety, so it's just about just battling that, just getting it over and done with, and just doing the first video and just starting. So inshallah very soon.
So it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Well, you guys are going to hold me accountable.
You need to get
We
yourself
are.
an Adam.
We
That's
are.
what you
We
need. You need a behind the cameras Adam to get it.
Adam,
yeah.
you got
We'll
me.
talk.
Look how laid back I am.
You got
Look how
me.
laid back I am.
Yeah, look how laid back
Oh,
he
that-
is.
Just don't make me do subtitles, please.
No, honestly, we really do wish that you are going to pursue it. We want you to start it. We want you to go for it, honestly.
The
Yeah,
funny thing is,
like
I
all-
know this is not the fixed words.
Now look, all jokes aside, I can
You
say
know what
on
I mean?
behalf of both of
Only
us.
reason being is it took us a while for this thing to get started.
I'm
Even
so
for
proud of
YouTube,
you guys.
even YouTube itself, we didn't want to start it because we were afraid of what people would say, whether it's criticism, whether we thought it was quality. But you know what? Once we started it, it was the best thing we ever did.
Oh, the YouTube, yeah.
It was
Not
brilliant.
gonna lie,
It's
it's that
fun.
first episode I hate. You know, the first episode is like me judging the way I sit and the way I look.
Yeah.
And like me practically telling myself.
Now
no,
I
longer
don't
Oh
even
seem
my
like
god,
care.
I've just
Yeah, I don't
realized
care
there's
anymore.
no ring light here.
Oh no, it's
No,
not
no,
you.
I
literally,
that
I was just
downlight,
putting
that downlight's
the
got
downlight,
you.
I was like,
yeah, it's got you.
Nah, it's got you.
Don't worry, we won't change your skin tone.
Yeah.
We won't lighten your skin tone.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, Mona. We want to thank you so much for coming on our show and being a special guest for today, giving us an insight on your life.
Yes.
We
Thank you
loved it.
so much
Yeah.
for having me. Honestly, I
Absolutely.
would not have picked a better podcast.
Yeah, I know, right? It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Nah, but like
yeah.
seriously, thank you very much, and just to all the hijabis out there, man. It's World Hijab Day, so we'll give them a shout out
Big
as well.
shout out to you guys.
Yeah, mama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you made it.
We made it.
As always, guys, make sure you support each other. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that jazz down there. Come on, bring it up. As always, don't be a bad buzz.